Alright, if you follow my channel, you know that I'm into personal branding, resume rebrand, interview coaching, guidance for career strategy, one-to-one consultation, you know the rest. Okay. So what happens is, from time to time, I get business owners who get in touch with me and say, Loy, do you know anybody for this position? Or do you have anyone who's looking out for a job? Okay. And yes, the people who follow my channel tell me, Loy, we have a vacancy in this company. If you know anyone, forward it to us. Okay. So I categorize people based on this. So because I'm in touch with these business owners, I can talk to them and they open up and tell me stuff that they would normally not tell anyone. So what I did is, this month, I got in touch with the business owners and I asked them this question. Have you had a case where you offered someone a job or you gave someone a job or they were confirmed and then you kicked them out? You terminated them. Now, I was expecting them to say, no, nobody or one. To my surprise, it seems many people. So what I did is I compiled a list, and I'll obviously not be giving you all because then it'll be too long a video. But I'll give you 2 or 3 or maybe 4. You listen to it and you tell me which one you think among this list is the weirdest one. Or the one that, sheesh man, no way. Okay. So in no particular order, let me go with the first one. First one, the guy is a family man who runs a business. And, 50 plus. And he treats all his employees like family. And generally, he employs people in their 20s, youngsters, okay? So in sales, he had employed this one guy, new, dynamic, smart, whatever. He had just given him a job, confirmed him, everything was fine. After a few weeks, this guy, one day, comes, knocks at the door and comes to the office. And when he comes in, he notices this guy's eyes are red and his tears, and so he's like, oh sheesh, something must be really wrong. He said, what happened? Because he's like a father figure. What happened? He says, so I have to go back to India, sir. So please, sir, I have to go back to India. The guy's like, yeah, but what happened? Like, in his mind, he was like, oh sheesh, did his mother get an accident, father heart attack, or someone in the family had some disaster, tragedy. So he's like, sir, it's a very bad thing, sir. Yeah, but what happened? Saying the love of my life, sir, the person who I really love, sir. Like, he was thinking like, oh, she met with the accident. So she's going to break up with me, sir. Okay, she's going to break up, but why? Sir, because she misses me, sir. She what? So he started to tell the owner that because he came from India to Dubai for the first time, and because now they were separated for, I think, 2-3 weeks, this girlfriend of his was suffering. She missed him so much. So obviously the owner asked him, this girl, is your wife? He said no. Saying, you're engaged? No. Saying, how many years you know this girl? Sir, I know her from, like, he said something, 6-7 months or. So from 7 months you're with this girl and you just came here and now she misses you and she's going to break up with you because she misses, yes sir, she can't sleep, she can't eat, she's suffering, crying, so I try to keep this inside, blah, 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 I went on. So finally he told him, okay, what you do is just give me some time, let me think about this, let me process this, I'll give it. No sir, no, I have to go back, sir, I have to go back. So he was like, yeah, but just, my dear, just give me a few minutes to think. So I have to go back, sir. Just give me a few minutes, I'll call you in and then we'll fix up something. He said, okay sir, okay. He went out. Now he assumed that this guy will go and sit down and continue his work. This guy went outside and he stood outside the door. The owner was continuing doing his work. Then he saw up and he saw this guy still standing there. He kept quiet. Now obviously, you have only so much patience. After a few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, half an hour, this guy is still standing outside. Now there's a limit and he's paying him money. He's not working for free. So finally he calls him. He said, see, listen, I told you go back to your workplace. Instead, you are still standing here wasting time. Why don't you go to? No, sir, I can't work, sir. I have to. Finally, the owner got fed up. And he told him, listen, I run a business, okay? And if you are going to tell me that you're going to go back and all that, if it was mother, father, I understand. If it's just a girlfriend, and that also someone you met few months, and because she's missing you, you are crying and you want to go back. He's saying, we'll have to part ways, okay? I'll have to end this because I've spent so much money on your visa and everything else, travel. It'll be, you go back and that's it. Sir, life is not all about money, sir. Life is about love, and money doesn't, some bullshit lecture here. Owner said, okay, fine. He kept quiet. He finally told him, be outside, I'll arrange all the travel. And that day only, in the evening, okay, he arranged a flight and made sure everything was done. Okay. The guy goes back to India. Now see the fun, huh? Goes back to India and you think the story is over. This guy calls back after 1 week, and now he says, after 1 week, sir, I want to come back. He's telling the owner. Now the owner says, we have already cancelled your papers and everything. No, sir, she was telling me that she missed me and all that, but she was not serious about me coming back. She just wanted me to come back, but not at the cost of my job and all that. He said, boss, too late. Time, now I can't reverse. You know, because you spend money for a visa and all that, you pay money for the ticket. You can't just cancel this and that. That guy started, no sir, please, I want to. Finished. I'm pretty sure that girl must have broken up with him after some time. What an idiot. That was one. Okay, example number 2 now. Alright. This friend, he works as a manager for this company. Okay. And, you know, he works in a senior level and he can recommend whenever there are vacancies. So, when there were vacancies, he advertised for a job position and eventually he got a couple of candidates. Now, among the candidates, one guy was in his 30s plus. And he was among the finalists for the job. But eventually, the manager decided he will choose A and not B. This guy is B. So when he called to inform, he had, you know, he's one of those nice guys who calls and informs, sorry, you didn't make it. So when he called this B, so that guy begged and pleaded him, please sir, just meet up with me. Just meet up. I'll just come and meet you a few minutes and then you can make up your decision. Don't make your decision now. So the manager was like, you know, he has also gone through all this struggle. So he was finally like, okay, fine. You can come and meet me in the office, you know, in the evening when I finish my work. So the guy comes to his office and he puts a incredible sob story about parents and, you know, back home and he didn't get a job and suffering and this and that. And this guy, Christian manager, the Christian chap, he really felt sorry for him. So what he did finally is he thought, and instead of confirming A for the job, he gives this guy the job. Okay, so confirmed, fine, everything. Imagine, huh? And he had to convince the management also, because initially he had said A was the right candidate. But now he has taken B. He had to convince the management why he took B. And he conjured up a story and finally gave this guy the job because he felt sorry for him. Everything is done, hunky-dory, everyone's happy. And the job is stressful, it's not easy. After confirming, this guy one day comes to his office and the same guy is sitting there and tells him, sir, you know, and in this company they take your passport away, so you can't just abscond and all that. So he comes to the manager and says, sir, I've decided I don't want to work. for this company. He said, don't want to work for this company? Why? Sir, because sir, the job is very tough, sir. He's saying, so he told him, you said you wanted the job to support your mother, father. You gave such a soft story. You literally begged. And I finally gave you the job. Now, after giving you the job, you're saying it's very tough. Yes, sir, I thought it was something like this, sir, but it's very tough, sir. I'm finding it very hard, sir. And because it was an outdoor job. So he said, now what do you want me to do? So please, sir, convince the management to terminate me. And because, you know, you can't just go and resign. Now, remember this, before he begged and pleaded the management to take this guy instead of the previous guy. Now, this guy wants him to beg and plead the management to terminate him. Do you know the embarrassment that this poor manager, the thing is, this guy is a God-fearing guy. So, and, you know, he didn't want to keep this guy if he didn't want to be there. He somehow cooked up another story. He told me, Loy, in my life, I had never been so embarrassed. He's saying the management looked at me as something was wrong with me. 1 minute I was standing up for this guy and saying, no, 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 we have to give him a job. And next minute I was telling him that, no, 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 this is a big mistake. This is not the guy. Stupid, right? And anyway, they gave his passport back and the manager was pissed off. Oh, last but not the least, I'll give you the third one. This one is a little funny. This particular chap from Mumbai, you know, Mumbai, all the guys are very dynamic and they love to negotiate, business mindset. So this hotshot chap, he came down to UAE and he was looking out for a job. I think it was in a switchgear field. So finally he got a job, okay. He got a job with this company A, let's say, got this company. And because he was so dynamic and all that, he even got a offer from a competitor, that was B. So what this guy did was, he called up A and he told him, see, listen, I want to tell you that company B has given me, he actually told him, company B has given me a better offer. If you can match this offer or give me more, I'll take up the job. Okay. Obviously, he gave a elevated salary. He didn't give the real salary. And then what he did is called up B and he told him that, see, listen, company A has offered me a job. He stated the elevated salary. And, you know, both these companies are competitors to each other. So he's saying, if you want, you know, hike up the price. Now, company A, he didn't bother to. He said, if you get a better offer, you can take it. It's okay. But the owner of company B, he was not one of those nicey guys. So what he did is, he called up A. See, remember, UAE is a very small place. Okay, everyone knows everyone. So this guy, B and A, even though are competitors in the same line of work, they are in talking terms. So B called him up and said, hey, how are you, man? How are things? How's business? Okay, fine. I wanted to ask you this character. You know, this character, he says that he got a job of, yeah, he got. Saying, it seems you offered him a very big salary. No, what big salary? I offered him this. He said, X. Yeah, I offered him X. Oh, X. He was telling me he got XYZ. Really? He's saying, yeah. And they were both laughing. He's saying, A told him, I told him you can join B, no problem. He's saying, yeah. No, I'm not interested in taking the guy. He's acting too smart. Okay. So A and B had a nice laugh. A, anyway, I told him beforehand he was not interested. B, now this guy ended up calling B. Sir, I have thought about it and I'd like to leave. He left a message. I take up the offer. You think he got the job? The guy in B finally told him, no, you take up A. Now, A also he didn't get, B also he didn't get. And where he could get either of the job offers, he ended up getting nothing. I think finally he joined C. Who knows? He must have joined C or D or whatever. There is a way to go about. And okay, I'm not saying that this guy did it wrong. But his mistake was he assumed he's smarter than the system. And the biggest mistake he did was he stated the company name. He must have thought because they're competitors, they would not speak to each other. You give the competitor's name, of course they will talk to each other. She had just said, I got a job offer, but if you can match. But then again, remember this much. Sometimes when you start bragging about, oh, I got other job offers, owners will say, okay, then take these job offers. No need. Thank you very much. So next time when you try any of this nonsense, remember, you may be smart, but the business owner is much more smarter than you. Anyway, out of these three guys, let me know who was your top pick for the idiot of the day. And comment down below. And if you like such stories, I'll give you the next list of the 3 idiots. Alright, you guys take care. This is me signing off. Ciao.